I am who I am, and my home, my family means a lot to me.
As a lesbian, I've had difficulties feeling safe in certain spaces.
Self-acceptance for me has been a journey, a process. I had moments when I had to ditch the normal way my folks would have wanted me to be. My dad is very religious, and after my mom passed, I was stopped from putting on shorts and trousers, which was one thing I was comfortable with even as a very young girl. And then I had to start putting on skirts and gowns and felt so awkward. I started having self-esteem issues, inferiority complex. I became repressed as an individual. Became suicidal at some point because I just felt I couldn't fit in. I couldn't meet up with,
I'm not out as a lesbian, basically because I am Nigerian, and being out can be interpreted, in fact, being out is akin to being ostracized by my family. I would be disowned. I would not be able to love the person that I want to love, be with the person that I want to be with, dress the way how I want to dress, and express myself how I want to express myself. So I cannot call this place home.
I lost my dad, who was really putting pressure on me to get married. I'm still my mom and my two younger siblings. I am more or less the breadwinner of the family. So I'm not really having that pressure to get married anymore because my mom kind of like, she's scared of my attitude, she's scared of my anger. So I'm kind of like, I don't live with them. I don't even stay in the same state with them. I stay far because I do not want other family members to, use my lifestyle to ruin my family's joy and happiness and peace. Because no mother would wish her daughter to have the kind of lifestyle that I'm living. And in as much as my mom doesn't really talk, I give her due respect as my mother by keeping my sexuality away from her.
It's not as if I live two different worlds. I mean, I know my family has come to accept it. It's unspoken acceptance, and they love me. They've gone to LGBT clubs with me when they visited me, my sister and brother. It's not something we openly talk about, but it's there. When I'm in the midst of my friends that are in the life, we refer to them in our community as family. Like, you meet someone, you say, hey, that person over there, you ask your friend, is that person family? It's like a code word for are you.
There's no doubt that I feel an instant connection with people who are LGBTQ or who identify as anything other than the norm. I feel that as a marginalized community, it gives us something to instantly bond and connect over. There are so many struggles that you have that other people who have the privilege of just being straight or being able to conform and fit in never have to go through.
When your heart is with someone, male or female, and in my case, as a lesbian, female, I would want to feel safe to hold her hands, kiss her, touch her, at least not indecently. But I just want to, know that I have the freedom to do all of this without being ostracized by my family, without being labeled by my society, without putting my life and her life at risk for some stupid restrictions that are colored as laws that are unfavorable, laws that that do not preach equality, and laws that actually operate to stifle your very existence as a human being.
There's a higher level of trust with people who are queer, especially when you're hanging out in circles, when you're not completely out.
I'm committed to being able to make a statement with my life and be defined not necessarily by my sexuality, but be defined by the things that I do, the impact that I make, the way that I live. That's how I want to be defined and accepted.
I do think that the phenomenon of chosen family is going to pick up steam and grow in Nigeria, because the more people come out to their family and their friends, the more likely it is, because we're still in a homophobic community, that they will be thrown out of house or they'll be cut off from their family. And people will then have to start finding their own people, their chosen family. And even apart from that, like, chosen families are a thing that happen because we need people we can be honest with, people we can be open with, people whom we don't have to hide pieces of ourselves from. So I think that more people are going to have larger chosen families and are going to step out of the norm and start to pick out people whom they want to be part of this family, this group of people that they're curating.